A Long Hard Journey, The Story of the Pullman Porter is a book written by Patricia and Frederick McKissick. The River, also known as The Return and Hatchet, The Return, is a 1991 young adult novel by Gary Paulson. It is the second installment in the Hatchet series, but chronologically the third, with Brian's Winter serving as an alternative second book. A Little Piece of Ground is a young adult novel by Elizabeth Laird. The book is about a 12-year-old boy and his family struggling under the oppression of occupation in Israel, Palestine. It was first published by Macmillan in 2003 and reprinted by Haymarket Books in 2006. A Little Bit Dead is an Edgar Award-winning book by Chap Reaver. A House Like a Lotus is a 1984 young adult novel by Madeleine L'Engle. Its protagonist is 16-year-old Polly O'Keefe, whose friend and mentor, Maximiliana Horn, has sent her on a trip to Greece and Cyprus. A Figure in Hiding is volume 16 in the original The Hardy Boys mystery stories published by Grosset Dunlap. This book was written for the Stratemeyer Syndicate by Leslie McFarlane in 1937. Between 1959 and 1973, the first 38 volumes of this series were systematically revised as part of a project directed by Harriet Adams, Edward Stratemeyer's daughter. A Day No Pigs Would Die is a 1972 coming-of-age, autobiographical novel by Robert Newton Peck about a 13-year-old boy named Robert. It is Peck's first novel. The sequel, A Part of the Sky, was published in 1994. A Darkling Plane is the fourth and final novel in the Mortal Engines Quartet series written by author Philip Reeve. The novel won the 2006 Guardian Children's Fiction Prize and the 2007 Los Angeles Times Book Prize for Young Adult Fiction. True North is a 1996 historical novel for young adults by Catherine Lasky, and published by Scholastic Corporation, set in 1850s America. It is a story about the Underground Railroad. Africa, a slave girl from Virginia, and Lucy, an independent girl constricted by Boston society, take different paths in life, Lucy exploring her family's history, and Africa desperately searching for freedom, narrowly escaping capture. Twisted Summer is a book by Willow Davis Roberts. A Conspiracy of Kings is a young adult fantasy novel by Megan Whalen Turner and published by Green Willow Books in 2010. A Conspiracy of Kings is the sequel to The Thief, The Queen of Atolia and the King of Atolia. A Cage of Butterflies is a 1992 young adult novel by Australian author Brian Caswell. Twilight is a young adult vampire romance novel by author Stephanie Meyer. It is the first book in the Twilight series, and introduces 17-year-old Isabella Bella Swan, who moves from Phoenix, Arizona to Forks, Washington, and finds her life in danger when she falls in love with a vampire, Edward Cullen. 48 Shades of Brown is the title of a young adult novel by Australian author Nick Earls, published by Penguin Books in 1999. The novel was awarded Children's Book of the Year, Older Readers by the Children's Book Council of Australia in 2000. The Terrorist is a young adult novel by Carolyn B. Cooney, published in 1997. It deals with Laura Williams, a 16-year-old American who attends an international school in London. When her younger brother, Billy, is killed by a terrorist bomb handed to him by a stranger on the subway, Laura becomes obsessed with revenge.